Okay, so yeah, we are back again to the deadline stream, and this is game week 5. And I think we had a good break during the international break, right, Chris? What?
Yep, pretty
Yeah,
good break.
yeah. I think we just
Yeah.
chill and just watch some international. Do you manage to watch any international matches?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not really a fan of international football, except actual tournaments like World Cup or the Euros. Yeah, I'm not, I'm not really into it. So I just turn off for football a bit and enjoy life.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I just go on FPL or Twitter once in a while, but didn't really do much. Just chill and yeah, I think it was a pretty relaxing one. But right now we are back to the thick of it, and game week 5. It's gonna be an interesting one. Why? Maybe we'll just go to it. So let's start right in. These are the fixtures. We're gonna have the Wolves versus Liverpool match first. I think that will be a good one. And then after that, we have the 3 p.m. or 10 p.m. my side. We have Villa versus Palace, Fulham versus Luton. Then the next one will be an interesting one: Man United versus Brighton, Spurs versus Sheffield United, and then West Ham versus Man City. So this is going to be a cracker. And after that, it will be Newcastle versus Brentford. That's for the Saturday matches. And on Sunday, we will have Bournemouth versus Chelsea, Everton versus Arsenal, and on a Monday night, you're gonna have Forest versus Burnley. So yeah, Chris, which matches are the ones that are standing out to you?
Well, to be fair, there's not like a derby here, like a really game that I'm looking forward to watch. Of course, Chelsea aside, uh, but I think there's some really interesting games, and I feel like
Hmm.
we're gonna see some good football this weekend. I think United against Brighton is a game
Yep.
I really want to see how good Brighton are
Yep.
in a really tough away fixture, but I want to see how United will play against them
Hmm.
because Brighton have been really solid this season.
Yeah.
Also, West Ham against City. I think West Ham at home. That's a nice shirt. I think West Ham at home.
Hmm.
Uh, I think it could be a bit of a tough fixture for Man City. I just feel like
Mm.
that's why
Yep.
I think there's many looking to captain someone else this game week other
Hmm.
than Holland.
Yep.
Uh, Sorry.
No problem.
Uh, and also, I do think the Liverpool game is something. I think Wolves have been a really good side this season, delivering,
Yep.
improving a lot.
Yep.
Uh, yeah, I don't see a walkover for Liverpool at least. So yeah, I think FPL wise, I'm looking forward to see how Spurs do because I think Manu are gonna start getting more assets from them. I think
Hmm.
it's a good start to see where do they rank power wise, and I
Yep.
think the question is how many they will score, but they could always lose. Uh,
They,
so
I mean,
yeah,
yeah, they could always be back to their old Spurs and just lose.
I don't think so. Honestly, I'd
Yeah.
say that right now they're in a really good place, and I
Hmm.
think that they should put this to bed
Yep.
with ease.
Yep.
First half, I expect
Hmm.
3 4 goals. So yeah,
Mm. Okay. Interesting. I
we're gonna
think.
go into this later.
Yeah. I think another one I want to watch. I mean, just as a neutral fan, is whether Hoyland starts for Man United.
Oh
and
yeah.
and and if he starts, then it's going to be interesting to. I mean that he's still a young kid, and but there are a lot of hopes being put on his shoulder, especially with the whole Jaden Sancho saga at the moment.
Yeah, Anthony
So
too.
yeah, Anthony as well. So
Oh
him,
God.
yeah, it's such a mess. Him actually, if he starts and he does well, it's going to be an uplift for United. So it's I mean, yeah, a lot of hopes on his shoulder, but we'll see how it goes. So yeah, so those are the fixtures. I think, yeah, I agree with you, Chris. the West Ham one is not going to be as straightforward as we hope.
It could be though. You
Yeah,
know, I
it
mean,
yeah.
it's City. Yeah, I don't think there's the right or wrong answer, but I just you have to make a prediction and try
Mhm.
to justify it. I think that's how it is. You just try to
Mhm.
justify going elsewhere.
Yep.
City could they smash them? Could be 5-0.
Yeah.
It could.
It could. Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's
we're
it's
just
Man City. Yeah.
speculating here.
Yeah. Okay. Let's. I guess we can go straight to our teams.
Yep.
Um. So let's go to your team first, Chris. Anything you want to say? Interesting captaincy choice. Maybe you can go through the thought process behind that.
Yeah, I feel like as soon as the game week changed, like I could pick my team for next game week. I just put my captaincy in Madison. I didn't really hesitate. I don't know. I just felt right, and it's part of the reason I got him in the first place over
Mhm.
Sterling. You
Mhm.
remember the last stream I had really, I was really torn over this decision, and
Yep. Yep.
I think I made the right one. I
Mhm.
think Madison and Spurs are in a much better place than Chelsea right now.
Yep.
So I think, yeah, Sheffield at home, it's a low block, Madison's and everything. I think it does need some balls to do this because Haaland is just inevitable. I'm expecting him to score. I'm just counting on Madison getting a bigger hole. So
Yep. Yep. Yep.
I
For sure.
think that's a punt I think I'm willing to take. And even
Mhm.
if I don't succeed, I just don't feel the difference is gonna haunt me forever.
Mhm.
Uh, this is kind of a last words.
Famous last words.
This is gonna come back to bite me. I don't know. Uh, but yeah, I think it's something I've committed to. So yeah,
Yep.
the rest of my team I think looks fine.
Mhm.
Jackson,
Yep.
many are trying to get him out of the teams. I feel like there's no reason to rush right now. Jackson, I
Agreed.
think he's been for me he's been one of the best players so far this season. Yes, he
Mhm.
missed an absolute sitter last game week, but
Yeah.
I feel like he hasn't done that too much for me to say okay he has to go. So I think
Mhm.
I'm gonna give him some chances. He's got some good games coming up. I don't
Yep.
think he's someone who's a priority right now.
Mhm.
And as far as midfield goes, it's a gamble there. I think United have good fixtures, so I think I'd be looking to that game, trying to see if it's worth keeping both. Uh, they're more likely to go. One of the two is more likely to go, but
Mhm.
if they do well, I
Yep.
think I'll have some uh, thinking next week with the two transfers.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you about Jackson because it's not like he's not getting chances. It's just he's just got to start bearing those chances. But I think I read this somewhere like we would prefer players to play and keep getting chances rather than players who doesn't get any chances at all. So
Yeah,
yeah, and what better match against Bournemouth, who is also conceding chances a lot, playing a high
yeah,
line. They are susceptible to counters, as we've seen in the last game week. So yeah, so this looks like a perfect. I mean, we say that every week, but this looks like another good game week for Jackson to actually
yeah,
start producing returns. So yeah, so that's. I mean, I have him as well on my team. So maybe we can just go ahead to look at my team. Yeah, I do have Jackson as well. I think our attack is really similar. It's just that let me
yeah.
see. You have
You have
Rashford.
Bumo.
Yeah, I have
Yeah,
Bumo. Yeah. So other than that, yeah, it's pretty similar in terms of
yeah,
attack. It's just that my captaincy I still put on Haaland. I think partly because I don't know. Um, I've thought of over it over the international break. Um, I did put my captaincy on Madison for I think
yeah.
4 to 5 days.
You try it on for size, then you
Yeah,
check it out.
exactly. I check it out and yeah, so you can say I chicken out. Yeah, it makes sense because
Sort of, yeah. I don't think it's
I
anyone
mean,
can
yeah,
captain anyone. I don't think
because
it's a bad choice or insensible. And
I
I
mean,
don't think it's like the biggest. It's an opportunity, but I don't think it's like the most obvious one because Haaland, he's come
yep,
with a hat trick.
yep,
It would be a bit nuts to go against him,
yeah, yeah,
right? So
yeah,
I just think
because
it's a nice little game I want to target.
hmm yeah, because like if both of us have Son, probably that's a different conversation altogether. If I mean we
Yeah,
know Son is a streaky player. He has that haul in him. When he scores big. So, but Madison, you know, he's over the years he's not really like a huge haul
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of player. He takes, he maybe he has one return or at most two returns. But he's not like a hat trick kind of player. So, um, for all you know, or for all we know, at the end of the game week, Madison and Haaland might even get same points. So, it's but if we have Son, then that would be a different conversation, and I would
Yeah.
think that decision would be harder to make. Um, but yeah, so whether Son, if we have Son, okay, let's say if you have Son, would you go for Son, captain?
Yeah, but I mean, hoping you have to bet that Postecoglou sticks
Yeah,
to the system,
exactly.
right? Because
Yep.
before game week 4, I think Son wasn't in any discussion. I don't know who had Son prior to the hat trick. I
Hmm.
honestly hadn't seen him in almost any team. So yeah, I feel like when he does play striker, he's capable to show
Yep.
what we know of him, his crazy ability to
Yeah.
turn anything into goal.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just have to count on that. So I just think Madison, we know his role, and I
Hmm.
don't think it's gonna change. So
Hmm.
yeah, I just feel like he's the more certain as to how he's gonna play, and I think
Yep.
he's gonna be more consistent over the season.
Yep.
But yeah, with the whole potential, you have to acknowledge that Son is the one that's most likely to get you the 20 pointer like he did
Yeah.
last game week.
Yeah, I mean, like what you said, Chris. It really depends on which position he's playing. I think we had hints in game week 3 when Richarlison was subbed out and Son was moved into the center. So he looked good. During I think like it was about like maybe 20 minutes or so. It's just you know some managers actually banked on that and got him in on game week 4 and he paid off massively. But whether does he starts again in the center, I don't know because Postecoglou mentioned that Richarlison is fine. He trained like normal. He looked fine, and he's going to be involved in game week 5. But
Something I
what?
want to add.
Yep,
I don't think that. I'm sorry for interrupting. I
yep,
just on the topic. I don't think Tottenham are going to give up on Richarlison just
yeah,
yet. So
yep,
I don't think they're going to just write him off. And they've
yeah,
also
exactly.
signed Johnson
Mm-hmm.
from Forest. So
Yep,
I don't know how this Son striker lasts.
yeah,
Uh, I mean, if it works, it shouldn't be changed. But uh, I can't really get into the head of a manager.
yeah,
So yeah, I think
yep.
I'd be cautious. If you're bringing him on right now, I wouldn't say it's a bad call.
Mm-hmm.
It's riskier than my liking.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. So yeah. So okay, this is my team. I think pretty much straightforward. Most of the picks is just the Turner pick. I think let me just yeah. You put Turner over Pickford as well. I put Turner over Flecken. Um, I think Turner. He is he. I mean he will still start in my opinion.
oh yeah,
Or,
yeah, he will start.
yeah.
I
All
think.
yeah. I think his wife just gave birth. I think yesterday was it?
Yeah,
Yeah. So at least it's before the match.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
It's a Monday game, so
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think it makes much of a
So
difference.
and he did well. He did well against Chelsea. Sorry, he did well
I
against.
know. I mean, Jackson did miss it on his own there. So
Yeah, yep, yep. So I think he will still be number one. unless
Um,
there are
Uh, I have
misunderstood.
something to say about. I think I disagree with this. I don't think he stays there. They've bought someone who's been playing in Champions League for Benfica. He's
Yeah, I know.
number one from Benfica. Benfica,
Yep,
are, top club in Europe.
yep, yep.
And also something really important. I don't know if you know that. He's Greek, and so
Yeah.
is the owner of Nottingham Forest. So
Ah, yeah. He
I
plays for
doubt. I
Greece.
just.
Yeah, he plays
Yeah,
for Greece.
he's
Yeah.
Greek. So I just doubt he's gonna stay out of the team. I don't know. I just
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
they
Definitely
brought him in for to
for a
be
reason.
number
Yeah.
one.
Yep.
And it's how football works. Even though Turner is
Hmm.
playing well,
Hmm.
if the number one's number one, you can't really do something about it. It's harsh, but
Yeah, that's the
that's
reality.
how it
Yep.
works. That's how it works in football. So
Yeah.
I think Turner does play this game. I hope he does because we've played him. But yeah, I don't think long term he's gonna be in the
Yep.
team after wildcard. I just
Yep.
think
Agreed.
Brahadimus is gonna get the starting spot sooner or
Yeah.
later.
Yep. Agreed. Because I think if the games that we want Turner to play, I think probably this is the one against Burnley at home. So other than that, we will probably play our other keeper, yeah, or probably we'll just wildcard him out. So yeah, so that's about Turner. Um, so yeah, I think pretty straightforward. I think both of us are rolling our transfers. Um, so let's just go into some of the dilemmas of the week. So yeah, looking at midfielders, I think some of the viewers they ask about whether to remove Martinelli or to bring in Madison or to remove Bruno or Rashford. Yeah, so this is from our friends at Fantasypedia. If you look at it, they compares Madison, Son, Bruno, and Rashford. In terms of underlying stats, Bruno still stands out in
Yeah.
terms of XG and XA and chances created and big chances created. Um,
No, the XGI, his
yeah,
XGI is crazy though.
yeah, he
You know
actually
what I
yeah, is
mean?
crazy.
It's
Will
just
will he play right wing this game? I don't know, but
yeah,
I I think whether he plays the right or the center or wherever, um, usually he's going to be involved. So and he's a penalty taker as well. So who knows? Against Brighton, what's going to happen. But in terms of goals, yes, Son he has 3 goals and it's all in one game. So it's a really small sample size. Um, so yeah, so this is but I think all in all, if you own Bruno or you own Rashford, I probably wouldn't take them out um, this game week and especially the next few game weeks because it looks the fixtures looks really good for United.
yeah, and I
Um,
think many are forgetting that Brighton have conceded lots of XG against
yes.
weaker sides. I just feel
Hmm.
like I get how people think they want to attack some other games and they have to sacrifice one of them.
Yep.
Completely fine with me. I think that makes sense. You have a stacked midfield,
Yep.
but most of us do. But I think Brighton home is a really good fixture attacking wise.
Hmm.
I can see this being high scoring. I just
Yep.
you know
Yep. Agreed.
I wouldn't want to. I'm happy them have both of them
Yeah,
this game.
because like Brighton, they are typically not a side that sits back.
Yeah,
And if you look at the match against West Ham, oh, that is like a a thing of beauty. The match against West Ham. West Ham basically, I think they only had like 20% possession, and they just basically sit in, dig deep, and counter with Antonio and Bowen, and it worked so well for West Ham. So and Brighton was like they were pushing, they were hammering away, yeah, hammering away the hammers, and basically try to get a result out of them, but you know, so that, and which is why I think some this is a match which put off some people off the Heartland captaincy, um, because could West Ham do the same again against Man City? But Man City is they are totally a different team compared to West Ham, although both are really attacking teams. but West Ham could pull something similar against Man City. So yeah, a little bit deviate off topic, but yeah, if you look at in terms of the XGI of between Madison and Son, Madison, he's the one that is involved in all the attacks. He's the one who takes the set pieces, the direct free kicks. It's
And
just
if
now
you
the
watch the goals, of
yep,
Son, he
yep,
was. I think he got the pre-assist for two of them,
yep, yep.
or I think like there were 5 goals. He scored one, and he had
Mhm.
two pre-assists. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
it
yeah,
just creates so much. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Because he's Madison is usually the one that sits. I mean, like if they got attacked, he's the one who usually sits in the middle, and when they counter, he would just um, do those short passes and through balls to the front. So in the match against Burnley, I think almost if I think like 3 or 4 goals were from counter attacks, and Madison was the one. I think the one where Poro did the assist. Madison was the one who actually pre-assisted that, and Poro put put a through ball to Son for I think for his hat trick. So Madison was the one who actually does the the work at the center of the field. So which is why I mean, and also on set pieces, which is why his XGI is high. But basically, if you have Bruno, Rashford, we wouldn't recommend to remove them out of this match. So yeah, so that's about the midfields. Now let's go to captaincy picks. So I
Yeah,
think this is also another huge dilemma for a lot of us or a lot of you guys who are watching right now. This is just a predicted points through an algorithm from Fantasy Football Hub. I think this is probably the 3 most popular captaincy choices this week. Salah against Wolves away, Haaland against West Ham, and Son against Sheffield United at home. So in terms of predicted points, Haaland is the top, followed by Son, followed by Salah. Um, I what does this mean? Does this mean Haaland will definitely score more points than Son? This is just a predicted points, but I think at the end of it all, it really depends on who you have, and yeah, probably the one to go with the gut, right, Chris?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's I don't think I'd back Salah this game week, although he
Mhm.
could do well.
Yeah, yeah, he
And
could.
to be fair, I think those who got began the season with Salah got a bit hammered.
Hmm.
But Salah has done really well, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's been doing quite well. He's been getting on the end of points
Hmm.
a lot, and I think he so far so good for them. So I
Yeah.
think I think for now he's a keep
Yep.
for sure. But yeah, I wouldn't captain him over Haaland. I just feel like the Sheffield United game at home
Mm.
is the only fixture I would
Go against Haaland.
gamble on. Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
So yeah, I see it as a fixture, not as the players or
Yep. Yep.
So I just feel like if you were to like go somewhere else, it has to be that fixture, nothing
Hmm.
else.
Yep. Yep. Agreed. Yep. So this is from Fantasy Football Hub, and next we'll look at DraftHound. DraftHound is another algorithm, which they give predicted points each week as well. They go a little bit slightly different route. They go for the top is Sheffield United top score. I mean, Son against Sheffield United as a top and predicted points, followed by Haaland, followed by Madison. And then after that is Saka. Saka and Salah are the same. So basically, what does this mean?
Yeah.
it's I think
Actually,
it's
Saka, not a bad pick. If you if you're a bit crazy, not a bad game against Everton. They do concede chances, and I think Arsenal. I tend to back teams that I feel like are in a good place.
mhm,
So right now for me, it's City, Spurs, and Arsenal. The
yep,
3 teams I'd say. These are the 3 teams I know are gonna do well this game week, or they're gonna win unless something like crazy happens. So, so I like to back teams that are doing well, and
Hmm.
players from those teams who are doing well, I think usually they're gonna do better. I don't know, sorry, than anyone else from a struggling team. So, for
Yep.
say Chelsea and Sterling, it's a nice fixture against Bournemouth, but would someone be surprised if Chelsea lost to Bournemouth 1-0? No, I wouldn't be. So that's what I'm saying.
Yep. Agreed.
So yeah, a good fixture has to also, have some, have some confidence,
Hmm.
especially when we have handled the game. You can't back someone else without being confident in the team too. Because City, you know, regardless of who they play, who they put into play, you just know that they're the most consistent team in the league.
Yep.
So yeah,
Yep. Agreed. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I totally agree with you, Chris. Like a team which is in a good place, especially from last game week. Good result, played well, and um, yeah, like the teams you mentioned, Spurs, Man City, Arsenal, especially Arsenal. It was a huge win for them. Last, I think, 2 goals in the last like 5 minutes or something. So it was a huge
crazy
win
game. Yeah,
for
crazy
them.
game.
Yeah, crazy game. They were like one all the way up to like 90 minutes or something, and then Rice pull out. I mean, yeah, to me the defense should have done better, but that's a pass now. Um, but yeah, they are now in a good place mentally, the team as well. So and now they have the fixtures. So yeah, I agree with you. Those are the teams to back on, especially for this game week. Okay, so this is from all about FPL. If you don't know all about FPL, they provide lots of great information and it's all free. This is their captaincy matrix, uh, which I think did well past few seasons. So based on their matrix, they are backing Haaland as a first choice. Number two is Salah, and number three is Son. So Salah and Son, it's quite similar. So it's
Yeah,
yeah, almost 50-50 between Salah and Son, but Haaland is the one that they back for this game week. So yeah, so these are just different angles for you guys to think about when you choose your captaincy. So yeah, so another angle that just for fun we're gonna do is spinning the wheel. We're gonna do it live. Right now, the I put a wheel on Haaland and
for anyone
Son.
who's struggling, I guess, for anyone who has to make this decision, this is the will. If you're watching this, you have to go buy it.
So yeah, so why not, right? Since it's a 50-50 decision, and leave it to chance, leave it to fate. So here goes. Okay, so we
Yep.
have a winner.
It's now it's written in the stars, guys.
Yeah.
You have to back this game.
Okay,
I just
just
feel, just can
yeah.
feel like it's gonna be an easy walkover for Spurs. I feel like 3 goals is a minimum gonna set for Spurs. I just feel like they're just in such good shape.
Hmm.
I can't see them scoring less than two. Or.
Okay, just for the record on this stream, if I have Son Heung-min in my team, I would captain him. I think most people that brought him in for only this game week, if you're targeting this, you're bringing him in because he's playing against Sheffield United at home. I think this is the perfect opportunity to go one step further and just to captain him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what's the point if you don't captain him? If you just brought him in, what's the? I mean, you just have to like go for it.
Yeah, I mean, if you had him for his hat, if you already had him for his
Yeah.
hat
Yeah.
trick,
Okay.
then yeah, that's a different story altogether. You already had his points, but if you are because after this, he's playing against I think like Liverpool. He's playing against
Arsenal, Liverpool, yeah.
Arsenal, so that I mean stronger teams compared to Sheffield United. No offense to Sheffield United, but yeah, I mean if you brought him in mainly just for game week 5, why not just go one step further and just to captain him? So yeah, there you go, Son Heung-min. Okay, so these are some of the tips which I gathered from um, the Twitter community, the other um, content creators, so to say. So these are just a short one. I see some teams still have Reece James. Sorry to say, Pochettino mentioned yesterday that Reece James he's probably only going to be back. I think is it after the next international break. So
He's never gonna be back, guys. Such a headache with James. I just feel like he's never gonna be fit. That's how
yeah,
it feels.
shame. That's a
Never
shame.
fully fit. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know. I do hope he does recover fully. I
yeah.
just think it's gonna take time. Even if he's available, I hope we don't rush him in because
Mm-hmm.
that's what we've been doing for so long, just rushing him in for no
Yep.
reason.
Yep.
Just missing out on our best player. So
Yeah, I think Pochettino, probably he knows this as well. Um, which is why I think you guys do have good cover.
yeah,
Yeah,
for
in
once,
in
yeah,
in Disasi, in Gusto. So
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
that's encouraging.
yeah. So yeah, if you have James, definitely time to sell. Um, yeah,
If you haven't
Udogi,
already,
Toro,
yeah,
Cash. Yeah. This number two is something of it could work, it could not work, but I personally think Share is a better value than Trippier. Share, I think, is like what 5 million, is it?
5, yeah, 5.
Yeah, Trippier is 6.5, 1.5 million higher, and Share actually has, in terms of goal threat, looks better. In terms of stats, and the fixtures are turning for Newcastle. But game week 5 against Brentford, I don't know. Could they keep a clean sheet? It doesn't look likely,
Yeah,
but
tricky.
yeah, it's a bit tricky. So probably just someone to monitor first. Um, Callum Wilson, I think he just extended his contract for 1 year. Um, he's a good punt. His stats are great whenever he plays. It's just he will be in headache after, whether you have to worry whether he starts or not, and things like that. He might start. I see some rumors saying that he starts over Isak this game week, but yeah, it's a headache. Um, like as I mentioned, number 4, you can't go wrong with Son or Madison captain. Yeah, if
Yeah, yeah,
you're not confident, you can always fall back on Haaland as captain. Um, Bruno, Rashford, Saka, Martinelli, worth keeping. But if you don't have any Spurs attacking, you know, maybe you consider selling one of them, especially if you double up on a specific team. Some of the differentials I like: Poro, Soboslai. I like Soboslai this week, because Trent is out, so most probably Soboslai is going to do the set pieces and things like that. And so far, on 4 matches, he played the whole match, 90 minutes. So
yeah,
he's nailed. Hoyland, interesting. He's tipped to start. What will he do well on his debut, on his full debut? Let's hope so. Jesus, yeah, when he came against Man United, looked really good.
yeah,
Especially that finish. Oh, that so composed. So yeah, another one. Morris. I see some people bringing Morris already, mainly to prepare for game week 7. But he's against Fulham this week, and Fulham, they are currently the worst in terms of expected goals conceded, and big chances conceded, and shots conceded as well. So is this the time when Morris gets a score? Let's hope. We might hope so. We might see that. Raul as well. Raul against Luton. So we know Luton is a side so far. They have also conceded quite a lot of shots and chances, and could this be a game where Raul gets a return? So these are the differentials that I like. Um, like I mentioned, West Ham United and Sheffield United, they are not straightforward games, but in terms of home advantage, Spurs are probably the ones having the advantage here. Number eight, this is personally why I say I don't think you should sell Foden this week yet, at least
Yeah,
because
his
I think,
hold.
yeah, I think like Grealish did not train, Kovacic did not train, um, so most probably Foden should start, but yeah, it depends on where. If he starts on the wing or he starts in the center, I don't know, but at least he starts, so that's a plus. Um,
Wherever, honestly.
yeah. So Palace assets slightly underlooked. I think they're doing pretty well in their defense so far. They are
Yep.
also quite good in their attack, especially in the last game week against Wolves. I think Eduard, he's the number two most shot on target after Haaland. So yeah, slightly underlooked. Um, and
Yeah, him and
number
Eze. Quite
yeah,
quite
Eze
under the
as well.
radar always, yeah.
Yep. Um, yeah, and then number 10, Chelsea's game to thrive. So hold on to the assets. I think Chris probably agrees. If you
Yeah.
if yeah, probably not a sell because I've seen some.
Definitely not. So I
Yeah,
wouldn't buy, but
yeah,
I
I wouldn't
just
buy. I wouldn't sell definitely.
how can you sell against Bournemouth? Like, you know what I mean? It is Chelsea, but I don't feel like it's worth a free transfer. I guess they might blank all of them, but I honestly don't see it happening. I just
Hmm.
feel like we're gonna score
Yep,
two goals
yep.
today. So
Hmm.
not tomorrow. Sorry. So yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some actually considering selling Sterling right after the week they brought him. So it's like no, 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 you shouldn't do that.
so
So
so like knee jerk, knee jerk reactions and shit. No patience, no patience from these guys. Like, just want to sell someone a week after you bought them.
yeah. So yeah. So that's. I mean, anything you wanna add, Chris?
To be honest, I think you've covered everything pretty well. I think we I think nothing else to chat about right now at this moment. There's tons of things to see, this game week, and
Yep.
which will help us, form a better opinion because the sample size is getting bigger, and I
Mm-hmm.
think this is something that will definitely help us make some more calculated punts and like
Yep.
take a bit of a risk where we can see potential.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause we haven't seen much for games. It's not small sum, but nothing to make assumptions from. So yeah, I think game week by game week we're gonna have more information to use in our advantage, which is what FPL is about.
Yep. Agreed. Okay, so maybe we go to some simple, just a summary of the team news. If you can look at the screen, this is by FPL Olympian. He basically what he did was he summarized some of the team presser that we got yesterday. So number one, Trent is ruled out. Um, Darwin is fine. Konate is trained. Yeah, like I mentioned, Stones, Grealish, Kovacic, they're all ruled out. Saka is fine. According to Arteta, um, Partey will be out for a few weeks. Botman train, but will he start? That's a totally different question altogether. Um, Tonali is a doubt, but I think Botman, if he's not starting on game week 5, I think he will at least start on game week 6. So yeah. Varane and Mount are out. Amrabat, I think Ten Hag also mentioned he probably won't feature. Martinez is expected to be okay. Uh, yeah, the Brighton one will be interesting. Ansu Fati will make his debut, whether he'll make for the bench or not. I don't think he'll start, but I think he'll maybe make his debut from the bench.
Yeah,
But it'll be an interesting moment to
exciting,
watch. Yeah.
exciting. I think.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
you
which
know,
position will he take? And whose
yeah.
spot will he sub up for him? Um,
We're in a world where Barcelona is giving their number 10 to Brighton on loan.
Yeah, I mean, like who thought, right?
I don't know. I don't
Crazy.
know what's happening here.
um, and but Ferguson trained, but will he start? That's another question altogether. So I think Ferguson he'll be assessed, but I think if if he's fine, I think he starts personally. Right off a hat trick against Newcastle, and yeah. So, Pochettino, yeah. Hopefully James will be back before Gaming 8. Yeah, I think that we mentioned already. Broya and Brother Shield not ready. Enzo is available. Caicedo to be assessed. Straightforward. Moreno is training with the squad for Villa. So this is also another interesting option coming in because at the same time Villa's fixtures are turning to be good as well. So
Yeah.
it's definitely someone to monitor, especially if you're looking at a wild card or like what game week 8 or 9. So yeah, Alex Moreno will be someone interesting to watch. Gehi missing out against Palace. So which is why some mention I think Aston Villa is playing against Palace this game week. So some people saying Gehi out, Watkins should be a keep against this game week. So yeah, let's just see about that. For Sheffield United, Baldock, Egan, Ursula are all doubts. For Luton, Kabore train, Bell will be assessed. For the Hammers, for West Ham, Alvarez, I think he had a delayed flight from South America, reached really late. So whether he starts or not, we'll see. But I think he since ever since he starts for West Ham. I think he has been quite a important figure. Um, in a more defensive midfield kind of a position. So 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 yeah, against West Ham. Sorry, against um Man City as well. So whether he starts or not, we just have to see. For Fulham, Iwobi is available. So yeah, that's about it. Anything you want to add here, Chris?
I'm no physio, so I have no clue what's happening behind the scenes. Hopefully, I did have information to tell you guys. But yeah, I'm just glad that Saka is not injured.
Yep.
Would have been a headache, which I didn't want to deal with. So yeah, that's the positive I'm just taking from these brief summary.
Okay, cool. So I think now we shall look at some of the Q&As. I think today we
Yeah,
have.
well, we've got plenty of questions. I feel
Yep.
like over YouTube.
Yeah, so we'll go through one by one. Yeah, let's see. This is the first one from Aniruda. So he says here, should I transfer Guardiola for Saliba or Jackson out for Alvarez? Maybe
I
you can
think
take this, Chris.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone who also has Guardiola. I don't think Arsenal have the best fixtures to come.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Vario might get rotated, but you know, I just don't. I can't justify. I don't see where you're gonna gain from this. I feel like Vario does play most of the games. City
Yep.
have the chances to get a clean sheet. They got some good fixtures to come.
Yep.
Arsenal do not, and I don't feel like defensively they're the most secure team. So would I waste transferring this? I wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm keeping Vardy right now,
Yep.
possibly until the wild card. And if I would have sold him, it would have been for someone with upside.
Yep.
So I wouldn't just sell for it. It's kind of sideways move to Saliba,
Yeah.
someone who's going to get you clean sheets, but nothing extra. So I feel like if you also have a good bench, there's no
Mm-hmm.
reason for that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just saying, hold Jackson one more game week. I just don't think it's a pity to just miss on this
Yeah.
whole that if he holds and you've sold him, you're not unlucky.
Mm-hmm.
The stats can back it up. He's been
Mm-hmm.
playing well,
Yep.
so yeah, stick with these two guys
Yep.
for now.
I agree with you. I think yeah, agreed. I don't think you should use the transfers here. Um oh. he did this. Never mind. I'm transferring Solly March for Sterling. Yeah, good. Looks good.
I mean,
Okay.
impressive that you had so much to start with. You know what I mean. It's a really ballsy move.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
He did have good points in him. So yeah, yeah. So if you don't have Madison though, I think you should go for Madison right now,
Mhm.
or
Mhm.
like. But yeah, if you do Sterling, I don't disagree with Sterling. I think he's gonna perform.
Yep.
Even though he blanked last game week.
Mhm. Okay, we have the next one from Fatality. Captain Son or Haaland? I think we have done our wheel of fortune.
The real has spoken,
Yeah, the
and
wheel has spoken,
we
and it's Son.
we have to say Son. I think.
Yeah, but I think, like I said personally, if I have Son, I will put him. I'll put him as my captaincy. This is from Robbie. Would you consider Martinelli out, Madison in? What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a move I would make. I think most have Martinelli and Saka too, so you don't
Yep.
lose cover from Arsenal.
Yep.
And I feel like I think I saw a heat map of Martinelli against United,
Oh
and it
yes.
was so red on the corner flag. I don't know
Yes.
what he was doing. Was he just taking corners? I don't know. I
He.
watched the game.
Yeah.
He was a bit more involved than what the heat map might convey, but I just I just as an
Yeah.
asset at 8 million, I just feel like you could use that money elsewhere in a more talismanic player. You know what I mean?
Yep. Agreed. I would. Yeah. So the answer to that is yes. We would consider Martinelli out for Madison, especially if you have Saka, because I saw the heat map as well. It's so red at the corner flag. I think basically he was just hanging out there. But he did
Chilling. Yeah.
yeah, he did got an assist in the Odegaard goal. He was
Yeah, he does drive in the box when he gets the ball. That's what was always the case with him. He likes to drive towards the box. He likes to get in the box. But I just feel like he's put. Last season I think he used to get more centrally and make the
hmm
runs. And
hmm
I think that this season he's kind of been pushed wide. I don't know if Jesus starts. I think his input might increase because I think he helped me a lot last season.
Yep.
Because Jesus is really good with link up.
Yep.
He
Yep.
helps the players around him. But
hmm
I feel like for now, I'll definitely see much better options for cheaper too. So yeah.
Yep. Agreed. Okay, this is from Nihal, which is part of the Gameweek Navigators. Would you go? Would you go Foden to Son?
Uh, if
Tricky.
you're gonna captain, I mean, if you're gonna captain Son, you might have, if you really want to captain Son, I'd say you could go there. But if you have Madison, I feel like Madison can cover Son. I don't know. I don't see too much between them, at least for this game week. So if
Yeah.
you want to captain someone from that game, I feel if you have Madison, you
hmm
could save a free transfer and then go with Madison.
hmm Yep. I would think so as well, because like I said, the last game week where they play against Burnley, a number of the goals were counter attacks. But will Sheffield United be doing that?
Yeah,
Will they be pushing out to attack, or will they sit back and counter? So it remains to be seen. Um, I think against Everton, Sheffield United, basically I think they slightly set back and counter as well. Especially I think with the own goal by Pickford. I think it was a counter.
yeah,
And yeah, Archer just stormed forward and curls around Pickford and hits the post and hits his back. So I think it was from a counter attack. So what will Sheffield United be doing, like something like this? And will I don't know. Will Spurs struggle to break it down? We don't know. It just remains to be seen. So yeah. Yeah, I think Nihal also mentioned this. We are discounting anti-football that Sheffield United plays. I don't know. Will, will we see that? Remains to be seen.
I think with Madison, the point is that you don't care if it's a low blow because he's the one actually trying to break the block. So
Yep. And yeah, I mean, like when it comes to game like this, You usually sometimes the things that determines the winning goal is through set pieces. Yeah, whether is it a corner or is it a free kick or is it a direct free kick, and this is where Madison shines, especially the direct free kicks. I don't know. If Madison takes a direct free kick at a good position against Sheffield United, you know you you can
I
you can
feel it. I
almost
can feel that it's gonna go in.
yeah, exactly. So let's say Sheffield United plays, so-called this anti-football, and and Spurs are trying to win free kicks at dangerous areas. They might be one of their strategies. I don't know. So we just had to wait and see. Okay, so this is by Mohammad Nasir. Shall I keep Eze? Uh,
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, but then again, it depends on the rest of your
yeah,
midfield of the team.
of course.
If let's say you do not have any Spurs cover and you have enough for Madison, would you go for Madison?
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah,
would. I
I.
would. I think as a pick, if we ask like Eza, I think he's a really good pick, really
Mhm,
good price. Uh,
mhm.
Pretty much everywhere for Palace. I think he's the main man right now, and
Yep.
the fixtures do turn really good. So uh, I think that those who did start with him were a bit unlucky not to get anything from him, and they were rewarded last game week with his goal. So I think from now on, if you've started and kept, if I wouldn't advise selling now. I think now is the
Mhm.
time that it's going to pay off.
Yep.
So yeah, I like him as a pick. I think that price bracket is really interesting. Some nice picks over there.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Okay. So this is by FPL MFZ. Navigate me. Is Saka to Son a good move, considering we wildcard on game week 10? Son's fixture better than Saka? No. Son's fixture better than Saka.
too many pauses in that.
I don't know. I mean, like if you look at Son's fixtures, yes, they are playing Sheffield United this game week, and then they have Arsenal away and Liverpool at home, and then they have Luton away, Fulham at home, and Crystal Palace away. So this is
Yeah,
right up to game week 10. Then if you look at Saka's fixtures, they have Everton away, Spurs at home, Bournemouth away, Man City at home, Chelsea away, and Sheffield United at home. Would you say Son's fixture is better than Saka? I would probably think they're quite similar, don't you think?
marginally, and I think Saka maybe Arsenal, but yeah, Saka as a I think I view him as someone who is fixture proof.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have Saka because Arsenal has good fixtures. I have Saka because he's a star boy. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's why I own Saka personally. I don't see him as a fixtures guy. I don't wait for the fixtures to turn green and say, "Oh, I should get Saka." I think he's someone who you get and just you kind of leave him there because he takes pens
Yep.
usually,
Yeah.
and he's just so good. And
Mm-hmm.
I like having good players in my team. So I don't think Saka is someone. Okay, you could shake things up, but as far as fixtures go, I don't think you can make the argument for Son versus Saka over fixtures. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think
Uh,
I think if Saka had a huge chance against United, where
oh yeah,
he got
yeah,
a
yeah.
ball just right in front of
Huge.
Onana, and I don't know what he was doing. I think it
He
was
just
reflex.
passed. He
Yeah,
just
he just
passed the ball.
passed straight to Onana's legs.
Yeah,
I think Onana didn't have to do anything. He just need to stand there and
yeah,
and
yeah.
shot his block. But but if
Textbook save. Yeah.
yeah, but if he scored that goal, we'll probably have a different conversation right now. So yeah, but yeah, I mean it depends whether do you have MFZ, do you have any Spurs attacker? Personally, I don't think we should. I would do Saka to Sun as well. Maybe look at other choices to go to Son if you can. So yeah. So for us, I don't think it's not exactly a straightforward move. Yep. So we go to Christian. Do you have a 1 week pun? 1 week pun for game week 5. 1 week pun.
I mean, as far
Ah.
as 1 week goes, I would say Son or whatever Tottenham assets.
hmm
Well, Son, Madison. If you're gonna wildcard next game week, I think one of the two should be. I think they're good for long term, but if you want a 1 week punt, they're still the picks. I think
Yep.
best fixture.
Yeah, I think besides Sun, I think I've also mentioned some of the what you call that the I think yeah here we have some differentials here. Um I don't know for me maybe okay other than these differentials there's one that actually rather stands out as well. Awoni
Oh yeah,
Awoni
yeah,
at home against Burnley. That's a good pun if you want to
nice
go
punt.
for a
Yeah,
1 week pun.
it's
Yeah.
a nice punt.
Yeah. So yeah, Christian, if you like that, you can go for Awani. I think he's still on his no he's I think he's already lost his goal streak, but he did still have an assist against Chelsea. So yeah, he's still on his return streak at the moment, and against home against Burnley, I think that's one of the best fixture you can get over the whole
Yep.
season. All right, so this is by Arvid. Thoughts on Jackson to Hoyland after this game week? Yeah, I think we just had to wait and see how Hoyland plays against Brighton, right?
Yeah, I mean it's a possible consideration, but I feel like you should first have to observe
Yep,
what happens in
definitely.
that game. Is he fit enough to start? That's another question.
hmm
Will he get enough to start? Is he fit enough to uh, actually start? So yeah,
Yep. Um, yeah, I mean, I would personally I would think Hoyland starts. It's just whether he how does he play. Um, yeah, so it's that which is why I think I've mentioned at the start of the stream, is he's definitely someone that we should all monitor as well for this game week. So yep, yeah. I mean it's decent because I think Jackson he's gonna play at home against Villa on game week 6 as well. So you definitely got to consider that as well. Um, between Jackson and Hoyland. But I think we can have a look at this question again maybe the next game week.
I think if Jackson scores, it's not. I don't think there's a debate. You know what I mean? I feel
hmm
like if he does well against Bournemouth, I don't think anyone would sell him. I don't see a reason why they would,
Yep.
because after Villa, he still has some really great fixtures, and
Yeah.
Chelsea
Fulham
should.
away, Fulham away,
Yeah,
and Burnley away.
yeah. I just think it's a chance for Chelsea to
Get points.
slowly gain some for yeah, get some points, gain
Yep.
some form.
Yep.
So
Agreed. Agreed. This is by MDFM. Sterling or Bruno slash Rashford. Wow.
it's like I think he's asking if he would swap Sterling for Bruno Rashford. Is that the question? I think it is.
Um, I guess he means choose one between the three. I don't know. For me personally, I would go for Bruno.
Yeah,
Um, because
Bruno.
his stats is crazy and he's still underperforming his stats. And we next few game weeks, um, United are getting good fixtures as well. So
Even if we ignore stats, by the way, if you watch United games, he's been quite involved, and he's been unlucky
mhm.
to not get many more returns.
Yep.
So yeah, I feel like Bruno, uh, with a good team around him too, like to help out a bit with the output. I think his price also really good,
hmm
and I think people do forget how good he used to be some seasons ago.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
and he was priced at 12 million. And there's a reason for that.
Hmm. Agreed. Okay, we have another one. St- Madison or Haaland captain? I don't
My
know how to
answer
answer
is
this.
Madison.
Yeah.
Madison.
So
Fair.
just to remind the viewers right now,
Yeah.
Chris goes for Madison, and myself, I'm going for Haaland. Um, if you want a spinning wheel, I can do one for you right now, just for you, Abdullah. This Madison and Haaland. So this is a spinning wheel. So let's have a look. So wish you luck.
Told you. It's
Ta-da!
even the wheels agree with me. It's I just feel like it's a good time to do it, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Why not?
And if all goes wrong, you know what I mean. You have time to catch up. How wrong will it go? But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You do have time to catch up. Yeah, yeah. You have to take these punts here and there. So
Yep.
I think
So that's the answer for you, Abdullah. Madison. But I think personally, why I stick to Haaland is because maybe because I have Udogi sort of like a cover.
yeah,
I hope.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll just see how it goes. Okay, this is from Marcus. Wow, this I don't know. I don't know his team must be stacked.
No one.
Should I
What?
bench Son, Haaland, or Salah? I don't know how to answer that.
I think the answer is no one.
Yeah.
Uh, well, I'm gonna die here. Uh, no one, please. For the love of God, don't bench someone. And you know what? They all have good fixtures, so it makes even less sense to bench any of them.
Yeah, and these are the three players which were in um
Top
you know
captaincy picks, yeah.
yeah, the captaincy picks. And you're gonna bench one of them. Oh no, no,
You
mate,
must be
Marcus.
joking.
Yeah, definitely. You should
He's
bench
trolling
someone
us.
else. You should bench someone else. Um, yeah, Vincent, what a shit. Yeah. Okay. J Ski, Rashford out for Son.
I say, if you're captaining some this game week, do it. If you're
Yep.
not, be patient.
Agreed.
That's my advice.
Yep.
If you want to captain, you should do it. But if you don't want to captain, you should. I think you should be patient. I think Rashford and United are gonna tick along. I think the fixtures are really starting to get good. And if you don't want to like attack this game week, attack like full force, I think you should hold off.
He answered this. I have two free transfer and I will captain Son if I bring him in. No one else to trade. Yep. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, I think for me it's if you're gonna captain Son, you should.
Yep. J-Ski. Yeah, he also mentioned
But
this. Like, I can bring in Rashford back next week, possibly.
yeah,
But yeah, go for it.
but not because of FOMO, by the way. Try to if you really want to attack this game because you think it's gonna be uh, high scoring for Spurs, do so.
Mm-hmm. Okay. This is by Vincent. One free transfer only. Saka to Son and captain him. Sensibly, I should just roll. I know.
You know, fuck being sensible. You know what I mean? If it, I just think like if you're gonna captain Son, you know, you might as well just do it. I mean, if even the next few fixtures are not bad, you know, I don't feel like it's a.
That's my daughter.
uh, I realize who's she captaining, by the way.
She chose Haaland for me.
Well, fair enough. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I think you also have to have some fun in this. So
Mm-hmm. Yep,
I
agreed.
think it's a fun pick, Son.
Yep, go for it.
So yeah,
Go for it, Vincent. I, she's playing around, Joker. Okay, so I think yeah, I think Jayski also mentioned this. My only worry is Rashford does well because of Brighton's XGC.
well, yeah, that's a possibility. Yeah, you have to face this.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I've said it's a bit of a bummer that they've got a nice fixture because
Mm-hmm.
it could bite you in the ass.
Yeah, it could, but
Uh,
but but I guess well, whether isn't does he have Bruno or not? That's probably another question.
yeah, I mean, if you do have the Bruno cover, I think
Mm-hmm.
that makes it better. I
Mm-hmm.
think that eases the pain of missing out on the Brighton game.
Yep. Okay. So I think that's. Do you have any questions more? I don't think so. I think that's covers all the questions that we have at the moment. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah,
Oh. Okay. He said he says Bruno.
yep. Go for it. You just
Live a
don't
little.
think too much, man. Don't think too much. Just go for the fun pick. Hopefully, it pays off.
Yeah, because I think he has two transfers, so might as well just do it. Okay. Cool. I think that's probably all the questions that we have for now. Let's. Oh wait, let me just see. We have one more. Oh, the Sun have what? Sun have the matchup this week. Where do Sheffield concede their chances? Just to answer that, I think I've seen this on Fantasypedia. So far in the 4 game week, Sheffield United concedes everywhere. Not just the center, they concede the left, the right as well. So they concede chances everywhere. Yeah. Vincent, will Lewis Dunk score a free kick? Nah, mate. This is just an insider joke that we had, I think, since last season, because he had Lewis Dunk and yep, yeah. Another one, Nitish Gupta is Estupinan starting. I think most probably he will start.
Should yeah, should.
Yeah, he should start. Um, okay, this is a quick one. I think this is the last question we're going to take by Juntao. My team: Turner, Chilwell, Saliba, Udogi, Rashford, Saka, Bruno, Sterling, Buemo, Jackson, and Haaland. Subs: Pickford, Archer, Stupinan, Kabore. One free transfer, 1.9 million in the bank. Should I roll or what would you recommend? Okay, so just to summarize, he does not have Madison or Son, um,
Yep.
but he has Udogi. So I think based on the recommendations we had just now, he does have Rashford and Bruno. He could either roll or just hide behind the sofa during the Spurs versus Sheffield United match, or he could sell Rashford and go for Son and captain him. I don't. It's yeah.
Would you rather sell rush for Bruno rather than Mbumo?
Oh yeah. He could maybe go Mbomo to
Listen, I
Spurs.
feel he's a good pick. He's actually playing well. His goal last game was
Oh yeah.
so good.
Yep.
Really, really great goal. I
Mm-hmm.
just feel like I don't know. I struggle to justify selling the United guys
Okay.
right now. But yeah. I think if you want to spread the risk again,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and Buma has some nice fixtures coming up. Uh, Maybe not the best idea to sell him. So yeah, I think if I were him, I'd sell Rashford.
Yeah. I mean, if okay, looking at Mbomo, um, he has 1.9 million in the bank. That means he can only afford Madison if he sells Mbumo. Whereas
Yeah,
if he sells Rashford, he can go
yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
Son. So it really depends. I to be fair, I think Mbumo to Madison is still a very decent transfer to do this week. Um, so yeah, I guess it depends whether you want Madison or Son. If you want to go
Yeah.
for Son for captaincy, then probably Rashford. If you want to go for Madison just to have some cover in the Spurs attack, maybe Mbumo. Yep. Okay. So yep. So I think that's all the questions that we will take for this game week. Really good questions. Really quite a lot of questions and really good discussion flowing this game week. I mean this deadline stream. And we thank you all for all your questions. And I think we are almost at the end of our show. If you like what you see, do hit the like button, hit the bell icon to subscribe, and follow us, follow this channel. um, and you can follow us on Twitter as well. Zhou FPL and FPL Stonks. We do share some of our thoughts on Twitter. We also put some of our share our teams and some of our tips, and also anything that we find interesting we put it up on Twitter as well. um, and you can follow this channel's Twitter page as well. It's
Yep.
at TGN_FPL. Wherever we have any shows or any streams coming up, we put it on Twitter and on Instagram. So yeah, do follow us there as well. And we want to thank you for joining us, and we wish you all the best for this coming game week 5. And
Best of luck, guys.
may your arrows be green, guys. So goodbye.